two-time champion, man of the people, Jessie Vargas, here at Project Hope, Supreme Boxing WBC, giving out a car today, giving out some groceries and some backpacks to the kids. Jessie, you grew up your whole life in Las Vegas. How does it feel giving back to the neighborhoods, you know, that you grew up around?
It feels great, man. It feels great. The reason being that, like you said, I grew up in this area since I was 5 years old. And, you know, I wish we had this when I was up, you know, growing up in this area. And now that I am, you know, established as a professional athlete, you know, in the community and as someone who likes to give back, I like to be involved in these type of events. And I'm blessed to be here, blessed to be able to help out in any way possible, you know, because ultimately I see myself in that position when I was a lot younger, you know, we're all in the same crowd, and, you know, I just try and give back any way possible, you know what I mean? I just got a very good perspective of what I am, who I am, and what it is that I want to do in life. And giving back is one of those big projects I want to be part of.
You know, when you see the champions at events like this, they're in such a good mood. You know, sometimes you don't want to be bothered, but when they come to these events and there's so many people who are going to want to, you know, bother them, but they seem to love it. Why is that? Why?
Because we feel to be in their position, you know what I mean? That's why. Because keep in mind, we grew up admiring fighters and being in their position, basically. That's the way to put it. So we see them, you know, they're happy to see us. Hey, we're happy to see them. We're glad that we bring them hope or bring them, you know, some type of entertainment, either or, whatever it is, or both. Most of the time, both. And I think that's the reason why. You know, when I see kids come back, like, hey, it's very nice to meet you, you know, and they're very excited. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm an example to them. So let me greet them properly, and that way they'll always remember. And you know, that's why I try to carry myself with certain prestige. You know, is because you gotta,
class, as they call it, right?
Yeah,
class,
because you want them to grow that way as well. You know, because you're an example to them. That's why I see it. Yeah, that's why I don't like to talk that much smack, you know, and on TV, nothing like that.
You did good in the Broner fight when it came to, well, when you had to.
That took a lot. That took a lot of time to calm that dude down, man, to shut him up, you know, and but it was something to look back at, you know what I mean? You gotta be the smarter, bigger man.
You think that rematch makes any sense these days?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people have been wanting for us to do the second fight. You know, most of the people, they go, man, you had that fight, man, make a second one. I'm like, all right, that'd be a good one. We can make it happen. You know, we have the same advisor. So, you know, Al Heyman, and we have Al Heyman, Guadalupe Valencia, you know, Eddie Hearn, and we're making things happen. So that's a possibility for the near future, I'm sure.
What weight would that have to happen at?
Somewhere between, I think 54. You know, the guy can barely make 47, so we'll see. You know, we'll see if it's even a possibility. I'm sure it is, but I'll have to talk to my advisor and see what we can do.
Maybe a 150, 151, you know, if he can't quite make 47, but he doesn't want to go all the way up. We'll get into that when
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Honestly, that's just other talks, you know, but for now, I'm looking forward to coming back later this year, 2021. I've been using this time just to progress and strengthen my body, you know, and really fill into 54-pound division properly. I feel great though. I feel fucking fantastic, man. I can't wait to come back. Once I am back in the ring, I'm gonna shock a lot of people.
When do you think we get a chance to see you fight again, Jessie?
You know what? That's all in the hands of my promoter and advisors. Hopefully soon, but it's looking, from my guess, it would be sometime late summer.
Okay.
I'll be ready, and however much time it takes, I will make sure that I invest all this time properly. So once the time comes, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be to the point where they're gonna see me as a much elevated fighter. If they saw me as, you know, very good before, they're gonna see me as great in the future, very soon.
Before I let you go, Jessie, while you were doing autographs and taking photos with the fans who came, to your left was Andy Ruiz, to your right was Tyson Fury. One guy's 6 feet, the other guy's almost 7 feet. What would that fight play out like?
Yeah, what would that, well, I mean, Andy has that pop, he has that speed. Tyson has a good boxing style, you know, he maintains his distance. It would, but then again, Andy's seen it all in the amateurs, you know, I've seen him fight in the amateurs, and he's a beast, man. You know, the way he lets those punches fly, so we'll see. Anything can happen. I think it'd be a fantastic fight.
So you don't think Tyson would just simply be too big? Andy would be able to?
Of course not. Of course not. That's the same thing they thought. Of course not. I'll tell you that. Of course not. I mean, this guy, Andy Ruiz, the real deal, man.
Yeah.
He's proved it. So we'll see. You know, only time will tell. But that's a fight that I'm very interested to see.
Jesse, thanks so much, man. A lot of fans here want to meet you. Just thanks for your time, brother.
No problem, man. Take care, bro.